If you're struggling with your win rate, this video is for you. In this video, I'll cover a concept called Timeframe Alignment Trades, TAT for short. This is Ebro trades. I've been doing this for about 5 years now, been profitable for the last 3, and this is how I make my living. Now, on the left here, I've got time frames, but I've got higher time frames, which I use to determine the bias. And on the right here in this column, let me change the color of it, I have the corresponding lower time frame in which I execute the trade. What this means is if on my weekly time frame I find that my bias is bullish, I'll be looking to execute the trade on the 4-hour time frame or on the 15-minute time frame, and it will also have to be bullish. If on the 4-hour time, if on, for example, the daily time frame, I find that my bias is bearish, then I'll execute my trade on the hourly time frame, the 1-hour time frame, or on the 5-minute time frame, also bearish. And that is the alignment of time frames, and that can really, really, really revolutionize your win rate. It could take your win rate to a new level. It can be the difference between being a sucker, someone who constantly loses, and someone who wins their trades and is consistent and makes an income trading, aligning your time frames. Now, I want you guys to write this down. These are the corresponding time frames in terms of higher time frame for the bias and aligning it with a lower time frame for execution. You can also use 3. So for example, I can use the weekly time frame, align it with the 4-hour time frame. Then here I see that the 4-hour time frame could also be aligned with the 15-minute. And so I could then go on to execute on the 15-minute. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to align the 15-minute with the 1-minute because that's just too many steps. Let me quickly get into an example of what I mean by time frame alignment trades. And this is a trade I took last week or so. So over here, we've got, it was the 7th of February. Let me just quickly go on the daily time frame. So I see that my daily aligns with my 1-hour, and my 1-hour aligns with my 5-minute. So let me quickly go to the daily time frame on the 7th of February, and I'll show you how I use time frame aligned trading to take winning trades. So let me quickly head over to the 7th of February. Let me get rid of all of this. I hope you guys have written all of this stuff down. So we're going to head over to the 7th of February, 2025. All right. So what did I do? So on the 7th of February, start of the day, I can see very clearly. Now, I have a whole separate video on how to find your daily bias. So I suggest you go and watch that because this video assumes that you already know how to find your daily bias. So let's say that you already know how to find the daily bias. You open your charts at the start of the 7th of February, and you see that yesterday, on the 6th of February, we had a bearish candle which closed below the day before it. This is day 1, this is day 2. What does that mean? That means my bias for day 3 is most probably going to be bearish. What does that mean? That means on the daily time frame, I am bearish. Let me make this text significantly smaller so everything can fit. So on my daily time frame, bearish. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that if you remember in our chart earlier, the daily time frame, what does the daily time frame align with? We said it aligns with the 1-hour, right? So that means on the 1-hour time frame, I am now looking for PD arrays that are bearish to set up an execution on the 5-minute. So I've established that on the 7th of February, my daily time frame is bearish, therefore I'm looking for sells. Let me come down now to the 1-hour time frame on the 7th of February. So now on the 1-hour time frame, let's head over to the 7th of Feb. We see that on the 1-hour time frame, on the 7th of Feb, there is this significant order block before this massive move down. And so what I'm looking for, it's a bearish order block. So I'm waiting for retracement into this bearish order block on the 7th of February. And that is going to be my sign to take a bearish trade or a short position on GBP USD. So I mark out this FVG on the hourly time frame, OB I mean. So this is hourly bearish order block, or 1-hour bearish order block, bearish again. Now I'm waiting for my execution on the 5-minute. So I head down to the 5-minute. We're in the 5-minute time frame now. Let's go back to the 7th of February. which is over here. And this was a trade I literally took, and I thought this is actually a really great idea for a short video that summarizes how to align your timeframes for a trade. You don't necessarily need a fancy strategy, but if your timeframes line up, there's a high chance you've got a winner on your hands. So we can see here that we retraced into the bearish order block. So I immediately see that, okay, I've got a high, I've got a lower high, which means I have a break of structure to the downside. And that was, for me, was sufficient confluence to enter the trade. And so I immediately entered the trade here. As soon as I saw retracement into the bearish order block on the 5-minute time frame, I see that we formed a lower high. Immediately, I went short. I didn't wait for retracement into a 5-minute fair value gap on the 5-minute. I set my stop loss near to the order block. I aimed for 1 to 2 RR on this trade. So my TP was here, and I closed my entire position at TP1. And it was such an easy trade to take because all the time frames lined up. And that's a perfect example of TAT, time frame aligned trades. If you need further support, if you have a lot of questions, if you're someone who's struggling to become profitable, if you are just confused watching all my information spread out on the YouTube channel and watching other thousands of YouTube content creators, I suggest you check out the Ebro Trades mentorship in the description. It's a clear, step-by-step, organized pathway to going from where you are now to someone who can trade for a living and generate a sustainable income monthly from day trading from the markets. It includes a full course. It includes one-to-one mentorship, a Discord where we do trade breakdowns, trade reviews, live trading sessions. I'm constantly there answering people's questions and essentially holding your hand through the process of becoming a professional trader. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. I answer all comments. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this pretty short video. Peace.